Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is a love of humanity. The remarkable story of 15-year-old Gabrielle Janssen is a true testament of this quote.
Morning.
Morning.
How are you doing?
Good, and you?
Fine. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Doing well? Running around?
No.
Can I listen quickly to your lung and your heart? Sounds good.
We are speaking to Dr. Hannes Nordea, cardiothoracic surgeon at Nelspruit Mediclinic Heart Unit. Dr. Nordea, thank you for the opportunity that Lohvelder can get the story behind Gabriella's operation. Can you maybe explain to us what you did on the 19th of October?
Okay. There was a mass confirmed a tumor in the right ventricle that caused outflow obstruction of the right ventricle of the blood flowing to the pulmonary artery. It was confirmed by echo, and we took it to theatre on the 19th of October as an emergency procedure, and we connected the heart-lung pump, and we isolated the heart. We opened up the pulmonary artery, and across the pulmonary valve, we removed the tumor.
So, Doctor, we must also understand that we're trying to explain this to people who really don't know a lot about the inside of a heart. But this is a very rare tumor that you found.
It is very rare. It was histologically, it was confirmed as a cardiac hemangioma, which represents only 3% of all cardiac tumors. Cardiac tumor per se is very scarce. It's about 0.02% of all tumors, benign or malignant. So it's a very scarce tumor, and it was confirmed.
Is there any record of this tumor being recorded in South Africa or Africa ever? The one that Gabriella had?
The specific tumor that causes right ventricular outflow obstruction, blood flowing from the right main chamber of the heart to the pulmonary artery, we couldn't detect any publishing of the specific tumor in South Africa or in Africa. And only 7 cases have been reported globally.
Sure. Okay. Then it is really rare. Dr. Nadia, thank you very much. And thank you also for providing us the short clip of the video where you are removing the tumor. It is an amazing just experience watching how it's done. Thank you, Dr. Nadia, for the time.
You're welcome. Thanks to you. Thanks.
So this is Gabriella Janssen, 15 years old.
Yes.
Are you at school here in Nelspruit?
Yes, I go to Cure Nelspruit.
Okay, and what grade are you now?
9.
Okay, so tell us what happened when you fainted. Were you at school? Where were you when this happened?
It was at night time. We were all there, my family and everything, and I was just walking, and I fainted and I broke my ankle. And then my mom rushed me to the doctor emergency room, and then they said I should get admitted, and then I should get operated on, and then I don't really know much because my mom said that I shouldn't worry. My mom said that she carried me for 9 months and she's gonna carry me again now. So she said I mustn't stress and then she'll handle everything. So I don't really know much about it.
Okay, but when the doctor told you that you now had to go for a heart operation, how did you feel?
I wasn't scared. I was just, very curious about this thing and everything. But I wasn't scared.
Okay. And before, did you ever feel that you're tired, or did you ever faint before that day and you maybe didn't know that something happened to you?
No, I never ever fainted. But I was always tired. I was always, I didn't really do sports because I was always tired and my chest would always act up and everything like that.
Okay, so there were a little bit of signs that
Yes.
maybe there was something amiss. And how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better. I just have, shoulder pain and stuff like that, but I'm feeling much better.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, Gabriella, I'm sure you're gonna be out there running. So now they have to still fix your ankle.
Yes, they still have to
Okay, and that will happen when you are a little bit more recovered
Yes.
from this operation. Okay. Good morning. It's Justus and Tessa.
Tessa, that's correct.
Yeah. You are the parents of Gabriella.
Yes. That's correct.
And yeah, please tell us what happened. She told us that she fainted at home. So, Mom, you were there. Tell us.
I was there. I sent her into the house to go and call my mom, her granny. And as she comes out, she just falls. And my mom's still behind her, walking in. And she's like, Des, come see, Gabby fell. I'm like, how did she fall? Like, this just happened now. And so I walk in and I'm checking her and I'm like, hey, what happened? She's like, I don't know. I don't know if I blacked out, if I stepped wrong. I just fell. I'm like, okay. And my brothers are like, the ankle is swollen. Let's push it back together. I'm like, no, wait, guys. Put her in the car. Let me get her to the hospital. I think this is broken. And that's where it started. Our journey started. So we got to Mediclinic and they took us for x-rays. They did the x-rays. We pushed back into ER. And they said that it's actually just kind of broken, but not too bad. We can actually go home with a moon boot. And as the doctor is kind of discharging us to say we can go home, the radiologist specialist calls in and says, no, I can't do the report finish. Please push her back into x-rays. And there we go back into x-rays. When we come out, he views the two x-rays and he says, no, I've confirmed the doctor's stay in the orthopedic. He says it's definitely a problem. So we're going to book you all in. He'll do the operation tomorrow to fix the ankle. Check her into the room. I go home. The next morning, I get back to the hospital, wait for the doctor to arrive. He gets here and he says, Mommy, it's a simple operation. It's 1 plate, 2 screws. That's it. We go home. I'm like, I can do that. No problem. And we'll go in at 2 o'clock. 12:30. The anesthesian arrives, our hero, and he says, I'm just here to prep you guys for theater. I know the norm. That's how it goes. And he says, let's listen to some of your vitals. And my whole life changes at that moment in time. Because as he listens, he says, you're asthmatic. Your lungs sound clear. Let's listen to your heart. And he looks at me and he says, we're not going into theater today. And I'm like, what do you mean? He says, no, your daughter's got a murmur on her heart. I said, I don't know what that is, but I'm only here for an ankle. 1 plate, 2 screws, we need to go home. He's like, that's not happening. There's a problem with your daughter's heart. If we go under anesthetic, she don't wake up. But let me confirm, let me get another doctor to come in. The physician arrives, he comes in, he confirms it. He's like, we have a serious problem. I've already contacted Dr. Fourie. We need to go to his rooms. They're waiting to do the sonar. We need to confirm that all of this is real. It was hectic.
And tell us, I mean, and maybe I must ask that when you hear that your child has got a heart condition, how does it make you feel?
Yeah, I was actually on the road on the way back, just hearing about the ankle issue. And on my way back, she calls to say, this is now the reality that we have to deal with, that your child has a problem with the heart. I almost collapsed. Fortunately, I had a driver that was with me. I was able to get back to the hospital safely. But the emotional part of everything was just too overwhelming for me to know that my daughter, my child has got a problem with the heart. Like, where does it even start? Where do you even start? It was just too much for me, honestly.
And when she went into theater, how was that experience waiting for the doctors to come out and say, well, everything is okay? Tessa?
Truth is, everybody worries and says that it was the longest kind of 6 hours of our life. It was actually not. I'll be very honest. From meeting the doctors on Friday, we knew exactly what was going to happen. We knew the risks that was involved. I mean, Dr. Nadir, I was like, no, Dr. Nadir, don't tell me what can go wrong. Tell me what is going to go right. He's like, I have to tell you everything. So having to take in all that information. But what was the amazing part of everything is we had so many people behind us, supporting us, praying for us, and all of that. And Friday night, I actually slept by her and prepped her for theater. And when we prayed about it, I said to God, I need to know, am I saying thank you, Jesus, for 15 years or thank you for another 50? Because at this stage, everyone is like, prepare yourself for the worst. And when I got out of the shower Saturday morning, I heard a doctor talking. And when I got there, I said, it was an anesthesian, the same anesthesian that actually found the problem. And he said to me, morning, I said, are you here to check in on her? He said, no, the other anesthesian is out, but I'll be assisting the other one in the theater. I said, great, this is all I needed. This means that everything's going to be okay. I send it in God's hands, the best hands possible. But you started it, you need to end it. This was the only sign I needed. But you still have that fear. But there was nothing more we could do. We had to trust the process.
So Gabriella told us that she wasn't really scared. And she said, my mom told me, she carried me for 9 months, and she will carry me going forward. Yeah. Were those the words that you gave to her?
Those are the words I gave to her when we walked out of Dr. Foury's rooms, yes. It was the hardest thing for me to hear that I don't have a choice. I have a 50-50 chance or my daughter's dying before December. And for me, it was the worst thing. So I had to be calm. I couldn't keep my emotions. I cried my heart out. And when I walked out, she's like, Mommy, tell me what's going on. Why is your eyes like that? And I said, we need to fix your heart, but you need to do one favor for me. I'll carry it. But you need to stay alive until after this. So yeah, she had to. She's like, I can do that. I'm like, perfect. So if I cry, don't worry about it. It's just something Mommy needs to deal with.
Yeah. So he says now, as parents, you need to move forward. And it seems like if I spoke to Gabriella and Dr. Nadir, it seems like, she's going to be fine. She's going to live a normal life. How does it make you feel? You're the head of your family.
Yeah, I'm very happy and I'm very positive that things have turned out the way they have, and giving Gabriella all the support that she needs in order to try and live a normal life. Well, for the short period that she still has to be in a wheelchair. I think we're trying to support each other as a family, just to be there and to make sure that we all, go through this difficult period that we are going through. So yeah, holiday plans cancelled for Cape Town. So yeah, we'll be around Nelspruit this year. Yeah.